Hello again, you magnificent subscribers. Welcome back to HemingwayLand.com, your source for quality, affordable land. This is our preview, our weekly preview. Weekly, we do these, of all the properties going live on the website for tomorrow, Friday, June 25th, 2021. I will not bore you guys with stories from the business from this past week, nor griping about title companies. I will, however, tell you that another social media contest should be imminent, because we had another person put down $500 on a property, and then at the close of escrow, they were like, did you want all the money for the property? Did you want all the money? This comes not like 7 minutes after they put down the 500, right? This comes like 2 months later at close of escrow when they've signed a sale purchase agreement, agreeing to pay way more than $500, number one. Number two, they've received closing documentation, which says you have to pay more than $500, way more. It comes after they agreed to send a wire, and then claim they sent the wire, and then claim there were problems with the wire, and that their bank account had been, I don't know, they'd been locked out of their bank account or some crazy thing. And then it was followed by, I called someone at your company and they said that I could pay for this property monthly. Here's the funny thing, people. Regrettably, unfortunately, I am the only one here who answers the phone because I have committed 100% of the information on this website to memory. Okay, so I am the only person here who can actually answer the phone. And I would like to train someone to do this job for me. I, however, have not been able to. So claiming that I spoke to somebody at the company and they said X, Y, and Z is never going to work, because I would never say something so patently absurd as, sure, let's not break even on a property until year 6. That sounds like a good deal. That sounds like smart business practice. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. The point here, guys, is that we got a free $500 out of this. That's the good news. And lesson learned, I guess, is don't default on a payment an hour before the disembodied voice has to do a video. Otherwise, the ridiculous escapade will be mentioned. Anywho, with all that said, guys, do want to thank all the people who were buying properties from us this week and not claiming they were going to buy properties. In Socorro County, that includes Paul and Nicholas and Xavier. Returning customer Juan, who picked up that 3¼ acre property that we listed last week in Socorro County with highway frontage, large corner lot, multiple adjacent lots with power at the lot line. Good for Juan, and good for returning customer Han, who picked up the 10-acre property in Socorro County. Han, by the way, that I should say, those 10 acres, that's going to be the last time that ever happens in the history of mankind. You're never going to find 10 adjacent lots out there in that region. So congratulations to both of them. 2 really good purchases. Additionally, Marissa, want to thank Marissa. She picked up not 1, not 2, but 3 properties in Socorro County last week, as well as that new property that we listed in Luna County. Thank you very much to Marissa. And finally, returning customer Garrett picked up one of our McKinley County properties. Yes, one of those 2 in Timberlake Ranch finally sold. I listed them in the autumn of 2019, and I recall thinking at the time, man, these are great properties. These are going to sell in a weekend. Anyway, they can't all be home runs, people. Nonetheless, thank you to Garrett. Greatly appreciated for his business. All right, people, going live on the website this week. First up, ba-boom, we are down in Grant County. Now, we've got this property here, GRNM 1535, located in the Loma Blanca subdivision, a scooch under 5 acres, priced a scooch under $20,000, $19,500 to be exact. This is a pre-stake corner lot with power and underground utilities. The sharp ojos in the group, the sharp ones of you who have been following the website for some time, will know that this is actually a relisting of a property, And the reason that I am doing this is because I was a little lazy the first time, and I didn't do a property profile video for it, which basically hindered its ability to sell because we hadn't presented a lot of the information on it. And I was a little lazy about that because when our photographer went down there, he had the worst day of weather in his entire photography career, and he came back with photos that were incredibly overcast. And I just looked at him and went, I'll do the video tomorrow, and I never got around to it. So sent him back down there, had him take better photos, and I did a video this week. So we'll see how fast or slowly this thing sells. Whatever the case, this property is about 10 minutes south of Silver City down here in Grant County. Sits just outside of White Signal. As noted, guys, power at the lot line over here, underground utilities, corner lot, and fully staked, which means you will not have to pay for an expensive survey. This property is not for those of you who are looking for recreational land. This is not a camping or RVing property. This is the type of property where you're going to go and build a single-family residence like some of the ones that you see here, either as a well, all year round retreat, place I'm moving to, snowbird migrating from the north, or a seasonal retreat, etc. Point being, there's some very nice SFRs out here. Shockingly, despite the presence of some very nice homes and utilities within the region, here are some more of those aforementioned homes. This property has no HOA, no annual dues. It has covenants. Those covenants, however, are very light, very reasonable. But we review all that in the video tonight. So new photos up on this property, which I thought was really good the first time we listed it. And now that we've gotten better photos, I've put some more effort into it again. So check that out and perhaps you will learn more about this property, which I had neglected to really put down a lot of information on the very first time. Mea culpa, mea culpa. Anyway, also going live on the website this week, guys. You guessed it, more properties in Socorro County. I've got another 19 listings this week. We are rolling out that bulk acquisition that we did with Socorro County government. Purchased something like 84 lots out there, something like that. So the first, I don't know, 2 of them were last week, but 19 are this week. The highlights, guys, the highlights are as follows. Follow along with me here on the spreadsheet. All of these, by the way, are SCNM 9249 followed by a letter. So A, B, C, D, AA, BB, so on and so forth. So SCNM 9249P is the reference number. This is Unit 1, Block 1004, Lot 59. It is this one here on the map. As you can see, it's sitting right here off Borrego, just east of Sandoval, very close to, it's like 1 lot over from the utility easement right here along Sandoval. So power at this nearby home site, power at this nearby home site, power at the lot line right here. This property, by the way, is 3/4 of an acre, so it is still defined as a buildable lot, but it's in that 1,000 block section where these properties are a scooch, guys, under 1 acre. Coming up next is property SCNM 9249Q. This is also in Unit 1, Block 1016. This is it's 2 adjacent lots, but it totals 1.4 acres. It's lot 15 and 16. Power from here is roughly about 400 feet away right here. But as you can see, there is power servicing nearby home sites, whatever you want to call this right here, and of course power along the highway. Power over here, but 400 feet from the subject property right here. Anyway, next up, guys, are properties S and T. These are not adjacent, but they're on the same block. This is S right here. T is over here. These are Unit 2, Block 95, Lots 20 and 25, which I am pointing out mostly just because of their proximity to power. These sit just a little bit further north of the highway, but you've got 2 roads over here, Jacinto and, I'm going to massacre the pronunciation. What is this? Jacinto and Lozano. Both of these have power easements, utility easements going up the road right here. So the nearest one to this property is here along Lozano, and the nearest one to this property, I believe, is also here along Lozano, respectively about 800 and 1,700 feet. Both of those properties, S and T, are 1 acre properties. Again, they are not adjacent. There's a little bit of acreage between them, but they're in a pretty good location. And finally, guys, also SCNM 9249U, Unit 2, Block 1006, Lots 75 and 76, sitting just north of the highway here. This is 2 adjacent lots totaling 1.15 acres. They are roughly 750 feet from the nearest power line, which is either this or this property, or right here, the utility easement, again, along Lozano. These are the best of the 19 going live this week, at least if you're looking for power or proximity to power with the property. These are not necessarily the best of the 84 that we have purchased, but rather the 20 that we are rolling out this weekend. FYI. Did that a lot faster than in normal weeks. By the way, guys, this is what the spreadsheet looks like now. There's a whole bunch of white on it, whole bunch of new properties, 20 new ones added this week. I know this won't mean anything to you guys, but we list them alphanumerically per our spreadsheet of 84 properties. So right now, everything that's premiering is like in units 1 to 3, I think, this week. So we'll be rolling out more in the weeks ahead, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so on and so forth. And then finally, for those of you who are looking for properties south of the highway, those would be units 14, 15, and 16. Those would probably be the last group of properties that we roll out. But I hope to have all roughly 84 of these on the website within 3 weeks' time. Anyway, finally, guys, going back up on the website tonight, the property that just fell out of escrow, CBNM-5778B, a 10-acre property in Tierra Verde, $10,500. This, of course, Tierra Verde is unrestricted land out here. No zoning, no covenants, no restrictions, no HOA, no annual dues. Lovely country out here. This property is most notable because this 10-acre lot happens to sit on the one, let me say that again, the one utility easement that exists in the entire X 1,000-acre subdivision of Tierra Verde. Here's the power line right here. Subject property is roughly right around here. We actually did not do a property outline of this one. It was too kind of hard to estimate or figure out. Point is, there is power situated at the lot line of this property, which makes it an enviable piece of land out here, not only because of the aforementioned reasons about no zoning, no covenants, and so on and so forth. You can live out of an RV, you can camp for indiscriminate periods of time, but because if you are looking to build a home site out here, it will be a lot easier, a lot more affordable than if you tried to have power extended from 700 miles away. I don't know. Anyway, so the point is this one's back up on the website tonight. A lot of you expressed a lot of interest in this property during the time that it was listed. It's been off the website for 2 months, tied up in escrow with people who claim they're going to pay you, and then they don't. But anyway, it's back. And guys, let me just do this while I have your attention here. Look at this. Notes about purchasing. This is non-refundable. This is not an installment sale. There is no financing offer. It's the whole 10,000, the whole 10,500, guys. Anyway, with all that said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me kvetch. I appreciate it. And we will see you in next week's video. Right before the 4th of July, we're going to have some more Socorro properties, and I'm hoping to get some new land up in a new state for next week. We'll see. Fingers crossed. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Talk to you next week.